Hi, it's Kim from Expressions of the Universe, and I am here to do a mini prediction reading for each astrological zodiac sign for 2020. So let's get started. Everything will be time stamped, so I want you to scroll down in the video and I will have the time that each zodiac sign little reading starts. To make it easier, if you want to skip ahead, or if you want to see your rising sign and your moon sign, I suggest that you look at your sun, your rising, and your moon. You could look up your friends and your family and see what's going on with them as well, or watch the entire video to see what everybody is getting. All right, this is brand new. I'm using Black Moon Astrology deck. I'm also using some other astrology deck. I'll be sure to put that down below the timestamps, all of the decks that I'm using, in case you are interested in purchasing them yourself. All right, let's get started. Going to start with Aries. The most important houses, astrological houses for you for 2020 are going to be, start with 2 cards, turn those over. It would be the 4th house, and that would be your family, your ancestors, your roots, and that's the card that you're getting, the 4th house. And let's see, the 3rd house, which is communication and siblings and your friends. And I thought that I could get away with not wearing glasses, but I think I'm going to have to put some readers on just so that I can read this. It says, your home and the roots of your being. That's what's going to be most important to the Aries. And your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. So this is you staying very close to home. I really wish that I could read these without glasses, or at least get contacts. Okay, so the most important astrological signs to Aries is going to be Taurus. Taurus is going to play a huge role for the Aries. These Tauruses, the bulls, will be great allies. They will also teach you how to ground and get connected with the earth. And Sagittarius. This is a sister fire sign for you. And I think that the Sagittarius will help you get out and about and have a little bit of fun. So those are great allies for you for the year of 2020. And then the most important planets. Let's see what they are. Just going to pull right from the top. Vesta. So Vesta, this is interesting, Aries. I don't know if you can see. Can you? I can't. Okay, that's a little bit better. Vesta is actually very close to that 4th house. So this is more nesting. This is making a home, building a nest, hunkering down, at least for the beginning of the year. The goddess within, your sacred spiritual center, and quiet dignity, which I think is really great for Aries, because often you're just so explosive that this is about you coming into center, and it's going to go great with that Taurus card. The energy around you shows abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. That is what this year needs to be for the Aries, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. And Also, the energy power is superior confidence that'll be coming to you, enthusiasm, faith and beliefs. This is about you changing your faith and your beliefs. This is good fortune, and this is also authority. What the hell is up with that? I'm sorry. And then the other planet that's going to be especially key for you is Venus. So if you get yourselves grounded, you could be finding some love or something that you love. This is indicating the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So that would also go really well with that Taurus card, because that is material possessions. All right, so let's shuffle. I'm going to throw out. All right, so Leo, I will. So this is your will and your determination. This is also a sister fire sign for you, taking on that fiery energy. Aries, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. I think that this would pair really well with you. This is about your will and your persistence. And Cancer, I feel. This is also about getting in touch with your feelings. This is Cancer is ruled by the 4th house. So this is all really coming together. Leo is ruled by the 5th house, which is the house of pleasures. This is about really loving this year, getting in touch with yourself, getting in touch with your feelings, getting in touch with your roots, your family, your ancestors. And also, I'm picking up that it has something to do, the next chapter in your life has something to do with you staying close within your own current neighborhood. You don't have to go anywhere traveling wise to find what it is that you're looking for, because everything you're looking for is in the home, in your neighborhood. This is about you getting good with yourselves and your current situations. Like Vesta is saying, the quiet dignity, the grace. Okay, so coming into your life is Gemini, the twins. So I would be on the lookout for that mental quickness. This is improving communications. This could actually be a Gemini. And passing out of your life. These cards are stuck together. So does this mean that you get 2? So I'm pulling this top card. This is Black Moon Lilith. And this is about the mystery. So you don't need to know too much of what is going on in your life. When Black Moon Lilith comes up, this is also about your fears, the unknown, and allowing these fears and the unknown to hold you back. And that part is what is on its way out for you. This is about going with the flow and allowing things to flow so that you're not held back from opportunities that are coming your way. You'll have to make some big decisions in 2020. Okay, so your happy, happy card, what I call happy, happy card, it's round and round. And this is saying that, I don't know if you could see it because the lighting in here is a little bright. Maybe I should turn it down a little. Round and round is saying that it's time for you to finish a cycle and stop repeating its repetitive mental behaviors, repetitive negativity, like mental negativity. There has to be some big changes. You have to tell yourselves a different story, and it's time for you to get off of the hamster wheel or the merry-go-round in your mind. Okay. Wisdom of the Avalon is calling for the Merlin, and this is such a great card. The Merlin that shows up, this is the alchemist. This is the magician saying anything is possible, but you have to put your mind to it. You have to be living from your heart and not really so much from your head. Your crystal for 2020 will be pyrite, and I love that. So that's prosperity and abundance for you. I'm going to have to pause this and turn down the lighting just a bit. I still don't think it really helped. I turned it down a little bit, but it's pyrite. It's fool's gold. So you want to be really careful with your money and your finances for 2020, but you could also be extremely prosperous as well. Your animal totem, these were pre-shuffled, and I love this because I just wrote a blog about this. It's peacock. So let your heart shine. Let yourselves shine. Go ahead and check out my peacock blog. This is such a great card for you, Aries, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. I think I got them all. So that's what I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Aries. And Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what 2020 predictions I have for you. Just give some of these cards a little bit of a shuffle, and we will be on our way. All right, so first cards that I'm going to put down are house cards, the most important houses. 2 cards from here, and this will be the 3rd house, and which is interesting because this just came up for Aries. And this is about your potential to learn something and about your local neighborhood as well, staying local. 3rd house is also about communications. It's about your siblings, if you have any. And then the next card is the 8th house. And this is transformational area of your life, is about shared resources and intense emotions. The 8th house is about the underworld. It's about death, rebirth, transformation, taxes, unfortunately. And it's sacred unions also. This is sexual pleasures, temptations, often addictions. Okay. Then the 2 most important zodiac signs for you for 2020. These would be people and opportunities for you. We have Aquarius. These will be uber allies for the Tauruses. So pay attention. The energy is freedom loving, rebelliousness, idealistic, and technology. So those areas of your life will also expand. And Leos. So Tauruses, pay attention to the Aquarians and the Leos in your life because they're going to play a major role for you. This energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. The reason why these allies come into our lives is to teach us something and teach us the qualities that they have. So think about the friends and the people that are currently in your life, and if they are, whether they're Aquariuses or Leos or not, you want to take a look at the qualities you like and you dislike about each person and emulate what you love. Now, the important planets for you will be Mars. So this is ego. This is anger. This is war and fighting. It's physical energy and drive, strength, and your fighting spirit. Physical energy also is telling me, Tauruses, you need to get up and get moving and grooving because you're sitting on the sofa, sitting on your ass too much. The other important planet is going to be Jupiter, and this is illumination, this is abundance, this is where the light is going to be shining in your life. This is also your confidence, your courage, your self-beliefs, again, and your luck. All right, so let's take a look at the Black Moon astrology cards. I already shuffled them, but all right, so we have Neptune, which is sacrifice. Underlying situation, Uranus equals genius. That would be epiphanies coming to you, breakthroughs, leaving your life, Chiron, healing. But this is before it leaves, you need some more healing or your healing is finished. Coming into your life is Jupiter, more abundance, and it's on top of the Jupiter card. So I really love that. I'm trying to cross my legs and I'm in tight quarters right here. So this is wonderful. So there will be a sacrifice made. This would be of your time, of yourself, of your money. Genius ideas coming to you. Chiron indicating that you have some self-personal healing that needs to be done. Jupiter is equaling abundance once again. Now, I love this, but I'm also seeing with this Chiron, with this healing, is that a lot of times Taurus has put up this brick wall front. They put on this face that they're fine and everything in their situations is fine, while on down deep there is turmoil brewing. It's been stuffed down and it will make you ill if you don't deal with it. Also, Tauruses, I feel that there has been a lot of anger when I'm seeing this Mars card. It's on top of the Aquarius card, so which is great because Aquarius is detached, it's cool, where Mars is hot and heated and embroiled. These genius ideas are being blocked because there is some healing that needs to be done. The abundance is also being blocked because some healing needs to be done. Also, the Neptune with the sacrifice would be really good to your healing, because when you give of yourself to others and you open yourself up to others, healing can begin. All right, so you're happy. Let me start over. Your animal totem for 2020. And I'm just going to take the top card. It is the wolf spirit. The wolf. And it's not a lone wolf, because wolves travel in packs. They rely on the pack to survive. And this is perfect for the Tauruses because so many of you think that you can go it alone and that you can shoulder all of the burdens that are in your life, but you can't. You need the pack. You need to collaborate. You need the camaraderie and the collective to help you through it. And this says, turn knowledge into wisdom. This is going to go great with this Uranus Genius card because you're harboring a lot of really great ideas and you are not launching anything on it as of right now. So you want to think about that a little bit, Taurus. Your crystal for 2020, and these are already pre-shuffled, it is Moonstone. And I love that. And this is also saying that you need to pay attention to the moon phases, the energies of the moon. The moon is all about emotions, the emotions that are within you. So there are 12 new moons coming. There are 12 full moons coming for 2020. each giving you the opportunity to heal another layer of yourself. Okay, the happy, happy card. At least that's what I call them. These are the wisdom cards. What wisdom is it that you need to know? And this is higher power. This is saying to, let's put this back here so that you could see it a little bit better with the lighting that I even toned down. Higher power is saying to call upon a higher power and to make those wishes, to pray, to hope, to have faith. And then your wisdom of the Avalon card, which I have been looking for this deck for a while, and it was buried underneath of a book that I had on my desk. And it's cat. And I love this, and hopefully I can get this up in here for you. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. So cat, this is also going to be a totem for you. Cat is about independence. This is about doing things in your own time, which of course we know the Tauruses are all about that anyway. This is also healthy boundaries for you, setting healthy boundaries with the people that are in your life, because I feel as though people take advantage of you sometimes. All right, Tauruses, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful 2020. Hello, Gemini. Here's your 2020 reading. Lay out the houses. See what you get. All right, the first house. So, Geminis, this is all about you. This is all about yourself. This is all about transforming yourself, focusing on yourself. And the 11th house, this is social activities. So this is getting out more, which, oh my gosh, I'm a Gemini and I really just don't want to. I truly don't. I want to hibernate for this entire season. So you're going to be thinking about what people are seeing in you, the first impressions that you give. This is really all about revamping yourselves. Gemini sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Also, you're going to be thinking about, so the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. So that's humanitarianism, it's aliens, it's UFOs, it's the cosmos and the universe, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So that sounds fantastic for the Geminis. The most important or very important allies in the Gemini's lives this year. I'm going to pick two cards off the top from this. It will be Virgo and Scorpio. Ooh. So I'm just thinking about how this plays out for me. So we have the first house. We have the 11th house. We have Virgo. And we have Scorpio. Okay. So the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. This is also about paying attention to your health, taking care of your business, taking care of your duties, everyday mundane tasks. With Scorpio, it automatically makes me think about wild, crazy sex, which could be great. The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So you really have to watch out because of jealousy, jealous tendencies, or jealous people that are around you. All right. So let's see. Let's see what the theme is going to be. All right. This would be Venus and love And I love that, especially, well, for me anyway, Capricorn, which we all know there's a huge stellium in Capricorn in January, and mine is in the seventh house, which is partnerships and marriage. So there'll be a big focus for Geminis on relationships. And then there is Mercury, and that's the mind, that's the underlying situation. So this immediately tells me that your mind, your words, your overthinking is constantly blocking your heart. Geminis, you need to get out of your own way. All right, just passing would be Leo, I will. So this is that intense fire energy. This is you doing too much. It's time for the Geminis to rest a little bit, to recalibrate, regroup. And coming into your life, it's Black Moon Lilith, and it's about the mystery, the unknown. And this is also about paying attention to your fears that hold you back from the things that you are wanting to achieve in your life. Okay. Gemini's animal totem. I'm already loving this. Okay. It's vulture, and I love vultures because I feel like vultures get a really bad rap. I wrote a fantastic blog about vultures so that all of you could have a better understanding. So go check that out at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. And the vulture is about renewal and rebirth. I always think of the vultures as the cleanup crew because they don't harm any animal, but they come in and they clean up the mess afterwards, which I kind of really don't want. I don't want that because that's currently what I am doing all day long is cleaning up other people's mess. Says nothing is wasted either. That is the message of the vulture. And so this is also talking about this year becoming more frugal with your expenditures and trying to make things stretch and putting everything to good use. Everything that you have, put it to use. Try to find multiple uses for it. Nothing is wasted. I like that. So this is also saying to me that people, places, things, events that come into our lives, all of these lessons, they're not wasted if you can look at everything as a blessing. At least that's what I try to do. I have to try and find the good in everything that's going on. Otherwise, I would probably be laying in a pit of tar somewhere, just crying and crying. Now, 2019 brought a lot of tears for a lot of us, myself included. 2020, I think, is really just going to be about putting our noses to the grindstone, getting to work, being patient, persevere through all of these different transformations and changes. I don't think it's going to be a fast moving year. It's going to be very slow and earthy. Your crystal for the year, and this is gorgeous, it's rose quartz, Gemini. That's about your heart chakra. So it's that beautiful pink. I have an overabundance of it here, so I'm good to go on that. My wisdom oracle for the Geminis is Here and Now. And this is a great card. The Here and Now card. The lighting, you know. The Here and Now card talks about being uber present, being in the moment, only living 24 hours at a time. I think this is a great message for anybody out there. I truly do. But being here and now and being present is going to be so important in 2020 because there will be a lot of different opportunities. And if you're scattered all over the place, you'll miss the magic, you'll miss the signs, you may even miss the opportunity. And then the wisdom of the Avalon is it's truth. And I think that's going to be a huge theme for all of us in 2020, not just the Geminis, but maybe especially the Geminis, because we are the communicators. And this is about speaking your truth. This is about honesty. It's about integrity, authenticity, and loving being your truthful, honest self. And anybody that doesn't like that, they can hit the road. I love that. I think this was a great reading for the Geminis. So, Happy New Year, Geminis. All right, Cancers, let's get started. Let's see. The most important houses for you for 2020 will be the 11th house, which is fabulous. And 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. And it speaks of where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social connections. It's a really pretty card. It looks pretty magical to me. So that'll be a huge focus. Social interactions, gatherings, groups, collaborations. This is where the magic is. This is where your wishes are granted. And the 10th house, which is career. And so it's interesting because also the North Node is in Cancer. This is your achievements and your status in the outside world. This will be amplified in 2020, Cancer. The North Node is in Cancer until May 5th of 2020. So you're getting an added boost up until that time. Okay. Your allies for 2020. Your allies are Taurus, the bull, and this is about you getting grounded. The energy around you will show abundance, and I love that. Abundance of nature, the earthiness, getting, out and about and into the garden. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. So there's no rushing this year, Cancers. And then Pisces. This is a sister water sign of yours. And I think that that's fantastic. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. And it it will bring a softer nature about yourself. All right, so let's see. Oh, I didn't pull the planet cards. Okay, so the planets to pay attention to this year, it's Uranus. So this is more Aquarian energy. This is humanitarian energy, innovative. This is about detaching your emotions a little bit. I love this. This is lightning quick ideas that are coming to you that you can create with and capitalize on. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. This is about absolute clarity coming into your life. And then we have Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. So it looks as though a lot of you Cancer sun signs, rising signs, and moons probably still have a little bit of healing to do. I actually think everyone on this planet really needs to work on their healing, with Chiron being at 1 degree Aries. As I'm recording this, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. So this is about you also getting into the modality of healing natural healing with that Taurus card that we have here. This is about earth healing, healing with herbs and natural medicines. I love that. That really, really sounds beautiful. Okay, so the top of the line theme that's coming up. This is the third house. This is communication. This is messages from the other side as well. And it's depicted by a card with hieroglyphics and the Eye of Horus on here. So I want you to pay attention to that. This is about heightened intuition, heightened ability to channel also. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the messages that you are receiving. The underlying situation here, it is Jupiter return. So this is benefiting you. Jupiter return benefits. Oh, let me show you that card. Jupiter return. Trying to think, where is my Jupiter? My Jupiter is in Gemini, so it has a while to go before that. But Jupiter returns are expansive. They bring abundance. They bring a lot of light and love, and they shine down on us. So I really love this for you, Cancers. Now, passing away from you right now is, it says sun and spirit. So I'm going to have to come back to that. Sun and spirit. Why would that be passing away from you? So the limelight not shining on you, the limelight being taken away from you. And this is also very Leo based. This is about, I'm kind of perplexed. Why would the sun be leaving you? Okay, it's directly across from Chiron, so it's making me think of a lot of Cancer, sun signs, rising signs, and moons could be going through a little bit of a depression in 2020, meaning you feel as though the sun is leaving your life. Things are slowing down. So I just want you to try and stay as grounded and out in nature as possible, so that you can dispel any of that depressive, grief-stricken, anger-stricken energy, and know that the sun always does shine again every single morning. Okay? Oh boy, that perplexed me a little bit. And then what's coming into your life is, it says air element and communicating again. So I really like that. Hopefully you could see that card up in there. So this is improved communications. It's air. It's like a breath of fresh air coming to you, which will be very good for you. Trust me, after seeing that sun card in that position. Okay. Your wisdom card. I'm going to read these all upright, regardless of how they come out. All right, so it's Yang, and Yang is about getting going. I'm going to have to put that up here. Yang is action, it's fire, it is movement. Oftentimes, Cancers are a little bit crabby and slow, and they are homebodies. This is about getting out and about. Your Wisdom of the Avalon card. Hopefully you're still here with me watching. We're running through your timestamp, at least. Okay. Your Wisdom of the Avalon card is mystery. And wait a minute. Okay. Sorry. Mystery. And this keeps coming up for a lot of people. Not this card in particular, but in other decks. This is about embracing the unknown, embracing the mystery. It's living with a sense of wonderment, waiting to see what shows up and what is revealed. And I love that. Your animal totem for 2020 Cancers is bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is so cute. It's koala. The koala bears in Australia right now are really having really tough time with all of those fires. It says spirit has a plan, and this looks like a little shamanic koala. Spirit has a plan, and you just need to hold on to hope. But I can't help but look and see that the sun card is also about spirit. And look at that headdress and the beautiful ball of light above the koala's head. It kind of matches this card, doesn't it? So this is more intuition that I was talking about. Messages coming from spirit, channeling, personal intuition, psychic abilities. Okay, and your crystal for the year is it's tiger eye, and that is a great, great stone, especially for the Cancers or a Leo even. But tiger eye, it's empowerment, it's protection. I gave out a bunch of these for Christmas. I love tiger eye. It's card 56 that adds to an 11 that is about integrity. Tiger eye also deflects any negative energy coming to you. It deflects it back on to the person. This is about strength and will. So I love that, Cancers. Happy New Year to you. Hello, Leo. Sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Let's see what 2020 will be bringing for you. I have a lot of Leos in my life. And I have a Leo moon. So the important houses for the Leos. It's the 7th house. This is partnerships, marriages, and the 12th house, which is spirituality, the other side, dreams, illusions, delusions, institutions. This is talking about area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. And the 12th house, which I really love. I love these cards. They're really gorgeous. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming you right now, and you yield to a greater cause or a greater power. So wherever it is that where you feel overwhelmed, Leos, sun signs, rising signs, moons, you need to give way to a higher power and allow that higher power to take over and guide you. All right, so the significant allies and players in your life this year will be Pisces, and that Pisces rules the 12th house, so pay attention to that. This is also calling you to rely on a higher power. The energy is wistful, endless, loving, compassionate, forgiving, it's soft. And then Capricorn. Capricorn is going to play a huge role in your life, especially the conjunction in Capricorn in January that's coming very soon. The energy around you is serious, it's materialistic, This is saying you're going to have to work very hard in 2020. It bestows shrewdness and cautions against being overly ambitious, working yourself to the bone. You don't want to be doing that. Okay, gotta shuffle. The planetary energy that will be most important to the Leos is Mars. This cautions you against fighting. This cautions you against being overly egotistical and arrogant. I want you to pay attention, especially because Mars will be going retrograde this year. This is also about your physical energy, your drive, your strength, and your fighting spirit. This is saying it's time for you to get moving and grooving, get up off your butt and make it happen. And the other planet at play is Jupiter, your confidence, your courage, your self-beliefs, and your luck. Jupiter is a great, great planet card to show up for the Leos, because this is saying luck will be bestowed upon you this year. But it's on top of the Capricorn card, which is saying you're going to have to really work for it. Now Mars is on top of the Pisces card. This is saying don't let your ego get in the way of the higher power. You're going to be shown a path. You're going to be shown the way. But if you're not open to that, and if you say, oh, I know better, then you're going to miss the opportunity. That is for sure. All right, so let's see what the themes are that are playing out for the Leos. Okay. All right. The theme is Pluto. It's a time of transformation for you, Leos. This is also about integrity. This is also about a rebirth, a death, an ending, and then a rebirth through transformation. The underlying situation is the moon. It's your soul. It's your emotions. I'll show you those cards in a minute. Leaving your situation, it is Virgo. I analyze. So this is mundane, over analytical tasks. This is also saying you got to pay attention to your health. And then coming into your life is the 12th house again. So here we have this coming up, and this is about escaping your situation. 12th house, remember, is ruled by Pisces. So this is about escaping your situation through means of addictions, alcohol, overeating, drugs, sex. You don't want to be doing that. It's on top of the Capricorn card and the Jupiter card. This is saying you'll be really pushing your luck in the wrong direction. So here we have your Pluto transformation card, the Moon card, the Virgo card, and then I really like this. I like this 12th house card. It's pretty cool. I can't think. I was going to say an anemone, but it's not. I can't think of what the spiral is. It's eluding me, and I have these. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this came up earlier in a different card. It's the round and the round. So this 12th house card in Pisces is also talking to me about Leos being like an ostrich and putting their head in the sand and not dealing with their problem or their issues and just pretending that it's not there. That's also part of that escape. So you don't want to be doing that. You will have to face reality this year. And the reality is you haven't been trying hard enough. You've been putting yourself in a worse position by the actions that you have been carrying out. last year, 2019, and previous years. All right, so your animal totem card, Leos. It's Beaver Spirit, and that's get to work. Makes me think of Capricorn. It says lay a solid foundation. So Beaver always makes me think of Capricorn. So I'm going to put that right there. This little beaver is saying lay a solid foundation. That's also part of that 12th house, because when you lay a shitty foundation, a shoddy foundation, it eventually will crumble. This is a building year also for the Leos, 2020, where it's almost as if, when I'm looking at this Pluto transformation card, as if you're starting from scratch. And it's great. I want you to look at it as if you are starting from scratch, what an opportunity it is to be able to do or be whatever it is that you want. Now, your crystal card for the year. It's obsidian. And I really do like this because this is saying that you need to set up healthy boundaries. You need to put some protection around you, especially when traveling. This is a must for you. This will carry you through the entire year. This obsidian will also deflect negative energy from you so that you can bring in some more positive vibes. Your wisdom oracle card. Oh, all right. So 3 cards just fell on the floor, and I'm going to read all 3 for you. So far, you're the only ones that have gotten more than 1 card. Okay, Leos, go the distance. This is saying don't give up now. You need to persevere. 2020 will be a year of perseverance. This is also saying clean it up. And I love this card. I want to get that up in there for you. Clean it up it's saying top to bottom. Body, mind, and spirit needs to be cleaned out. Your home needs to be cleaned out. The closets, the drawers. And I have a Leo moon sign, so I'm going to be taking this reading as well. It all needs to go. But it starts within here. And then once you do all of that, look at this. It's new life. I love that. So she's cracking out of the egg. Brand new. So that's brand new beginnings. And then the wisdom of the Avalon, your final card. Oh, I have missed this deck. It is joy. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Joy. It's the joy card. It's a mile marker card. And this is saying it could be a rough year. It's going to be a rough go. But by the end of 2020, you could have an abundance of joy. But you have to do the work. You have to lay that solid foundation. You need to clean up all of this. And you're going to be going through a huge transformation. Let me let you know that starting from scratch, going through the endings, the death, rebirth, transformation, it could be painful, but it's going to pay off in the end. Trust me. Hello, Virgos. Here's your 2020 reading. Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons. All right. So let's see which houses will play a vital role in your 2020. And the key players, the key allies. Which signs, which people. All right, we'll start with that. Let's see. All right, the 10th house. This is career. This is your foundations. I love this. Such a pretty card. And the 11th house. And I love that because it looks so magical. All right, so your year is going to be about your achievements and status in the outside world. And then where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions is where you're going to be inhabiting this year. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, so this is humanitarian group efforts, collaborations. The 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. So I would think that January is going to really start off huge for the Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons, especially where your status in the world, the status of where you are and in your career, there could be big changes coming your way. The key players in your life are Capricorn and Pisces. How about that? So now the Capricorn energy is about being serious, materialistic, hardworking, nose to the grindstone, being shrewd a little bit, very businesslike. And this Capricorn card is cautioning you, it's cautioning you to not be overly ambitious. Don't work yourself to the bone. Don't work yourself until you're sick. The Pisces card is a very soft energy. It is wistful, endless, loving, compassionate, longing. It's very lovely. It confuses and softens resolve, which to me immediately says that sometimes we're a little delusional about what's going on and we hide our heads in the sand because we don't want to face reality. You're going to have to face reality in 2020. That is for sure. There's no doubt about that. Your key planets. Shuffle these. Key planets are Pluto, changes, transformations, endings, birth and rebirth. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. The ability to transform and take a big leap forward. This could be a huge year for you. This is also a rebirth. I don't think Virgos have been giving themselves enough value this year, running themselves into the ground. That is for sure. I know a lot of Virgos that have been doing that. And then Mercury, it's a mind, it's communication. Some say that Virgo is ruled by Mercury. I am of the belief that, that Chiron, the wounded healer, rules Virgo, but also Mercury. So it's communication, it's Quicksilver. This is about how you think, how you communicate, how you write, how you talk, and it's about travel as well, because you're not enjoying things as much as you should be. This is also going to go really well with the 11th house, with the social gatherings and the groups and the collaborations. Okay, let's see what your themes are that are coming and leaving you this year. Okay, so at the top, it's Pluto again. Pluto on top of Pluto. I can't even make this up. Definitely endings, death, endings, changes, birth, rebirth, transformations. That is going to be your theme this year, for sure. Your underlying, what is under the surface, it's Sagittarius, and it says, I see. But this is also what your faith is, what your beliefs are. And this is about you holding on to faith and beliefs and hope, especially if you're going through big, huge transformation and changes. You will have to hold on to, you know, your beliefs. But Sagittarius, I see, and interesting, it's card 21, which definitely represents Sagittarius. But this is you wanting to see tangible evidence of your faith and your beliefs. That's what I'm believing. What's leaving your life is Chiron, healing. This is saying this is going to be a huge healing year for you. You're going to have to do a lot of cleaning out of your soul, all of the stuff that you bury down, deep down within you. It's got to come up, and this is going to be the year. And what's coming is Scorpio. I transform, which is also, it's ruled by Pluto. So this is going to be a huge, huge year of big changes coming for you in so many directions. Wow, I haven't seen that much Pluto energy in anybody's reading so far. So this is pretty interesting. And I'm feeling it's changes on all different levels. Changes of finance, changes of career or somehow work related, changes in your health, changes in the people around you. Definitely deaths, endings. And I'm starting to feel really sad because I'm feeling endings of our beloved pets is possible. And those that are really close to us that we love, and those that we don't love so much that once they go, don't stuff that energy down thinking that you don't care. Oh, your animal totem just fell out of the deck, fell onto the floor, and I love this. It's hummingbird spirit. This automatically makes me think of the North. In shamanism, it is our ancestors. It is those that came before us. It is the utilization of the wisdom that they provide to us. This is saying pay attention to their messages. This is also about the sweet nectar of life, slowing down enough so that you can taste the sweet nectar of life. Stop and smell the roses, Virgo, because I really don't think that you have been. This is also talking about being uber present in every single moment, making every moment count as well. Okay, and your crystal for the year is pink sapphire. Can't really show that to you too good. Yeah, there you go. Pink sapphire. It is gorgeous. This is about the fire that burns within your heart, and you need to find it, because I know a lot of Virgos have been ignoring their own hearts for the sake of work, service, and you've been ignoring your health as well. I've been feeling there's a lot of Virgos that are going to have some health issues in 2020 because they didn't take care of themselves in 2019, or they let themselves go in 2019. Now, of course, if you're a healthy Virgo, then that's fine. You'll be fine. Pink sapphire. That's gorgeous. It's fiery. Okay, so your Wisdom of the Avalon card is the Novice. This is about you starting over, starting from scratch. This is approaching life with innocence, with a beginner's mind. This is also saying that you don't want to be ignorant about what's going on around you. This is learning new skills and also a little bit of an unstable curiosity I'm feeling. So this is just saying to be wise. Don't, while you should be spontaneous, at the same time, just think about it for a little bit, because you don't want to tread somewhere and wind up in a position that could be compromising your safety. Yeah. So there are also, the novice card is telling me that there are going to be a lot of new opportunities for you, a lot of new beginnings at the end of the transformation and change and the endings. Okay, your wisdom oracle card is, it's time for a nap. So I think this is going to be great for the Virgos. I know, like, the lighting in here, I got brand new lighting, but it's still a little harsh on the cards because they're laminated. Time for a nap is saying it's time for you to take a little bit of a rest. I think Virgos a lot of you have been wearing yourselves out, just working on too many things. I'm not just saying just work, but just doing too many things, trying to accomplish so many goals, that it's time for you to simmer down now. Happy 2020, Virgos. All right, Libra, let's see what you're getting into for 2020. Lay out some cards. Your most significant houses. Who are going to be your most important allies? Let's get started. All right. You've got the 4th house, which is your family, your ancestors, your roots. And the 5th house, which is the house of pleasures, joy, romance. So I love that. Love that. Your home and the roots of your being are really going to come up. Your family, those close ties. See the little hands holding. Some of you Libras will be bringing a new child into your home come 2020. See the little baby hand inside the hand? I think that's definitely for some of you Libra sun signs, rising signs, and moons. The 5th house is where you have fun. It's your romance. It's your creative abilities. It's where you create things and the things that you are proud of. It really is about having fun. Your allies are Taurus and Aquarius. And it's interesting because Taurus seems to be everybody's ally this year. And Aquarius has come up a couple times as well. This is the energy that's around you. It shows energy of abundance. It's nature. It's rich, earthy productiveness. It's abundance. Yet it's relaxed, and it's a time for you to slow down. The Aquarius energy is the energy of freedom. It's rebellion. It's idealistic, and it's expanded technologies. It's also humanitarianism. And group gatherings. So those will be your allies. Oh, and the planets, your key planets for this year are Venus, so that's about love. And it says the part of you that desires beauty. success, indulgence, and valuable things. And Mars. And Mars has been showing up for a lot of us. Mars is our ego. It's our arrogance. It's us fighting. You want to keep the egos in check. The monkey mind, it's that fight, your physical energy, drive, and strength, and fighting spirit. Whenever this comes up, I'm also saying you got to get up off of the sofa. You got to get moving and grooving a little bit more. You need to exert more physical energy. So let's see what themes are playing out on top of this. What's leaving, what's coming into your life. Okay. At the top of the hour, it's sun, it's spirit, it's the self. All right, so this is saying that the sun is shining on you. This is also shining on your 4th house and Venus with love. I love that. The underlying is the 11th house. This is your friends. Becoming a very big part of your life. So with it being on top of the Mars card, fighting with friends, enjoying friends. So I think there's going to be a lot of arguments with friends that are interfering in your family, home life, and love. They'll have to go. New friends could be coming in. New social activities, social gatherings. What is leaving is Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So this is interesting. So the Mercury retrograde card is coming up in the spot of what is leaving your life. Reinvention, reinventing yourself, reinventing your life. This is a time for you to say, what is it that I want out of life? And make it happen. And I just want to show you that friends card because I love that. And then what's coming into your life, Saturn return, age. Okay, so Saturn is playing a huge role this year in Capricorn. He's in his home sign. Saturn is the karma police. It's Chronos. It's time. It, like this card is saying, it's age. Saturn return comes around the age of 28 to 30, and then 58 to 56 to 60. It occurs about every 28 to 30 years. It's a very difficult time for a lot of people, especially the first one that comes between 28 and 30, because we go through a dark night of the soul. So this could be coming. You could be realizing that you are getting older, that time is running out. This is going to be a feeling and a theme for you all of 2020. So with that being said, you want to think about what is the most important thing to you right now. What do you want in your life? And you have to make it happen. I'm telling you, it's important. All right, so your animal totem card for 2020, Libras, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. And what's interesting on this Saturn return card, it's the number 50. So I'm really thinking that, you're realizing time is catching up with you. You're running out of time. So you better make the most of your time. Your animal totem card, and I love this, it's horse spirit. And whenever I see horse spirit, I immediately think of freedom. And it says freedom is yours. So anything that's holding you down, anything that's chaining you down, holding you back, has got to go. This is going to be your theme. You need to be free to roam and do what it is that's going to make your heart sing. This could be some split ups and divorces for some Libras because of that. Because you're being restrained and you know the time is running out. You don't have all the time in the world left. And what are you going to do? Sit in your recliner chair and wither away and then say, oh, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. I wish I would have. Your crystal card is carnelian, and I happen to be wearing carnelian. This is about action. This is about making things happen. All right. And it definitely goes great with that Mars card. Where are you, Mars? See, similar colors. Get up off your ass and make it happen. Live your best life. Okay, your Wisdom Oracle card is dun, dun, dun. It's peace. And I don't think you can see it. I may have to hold it up here. Could I get into? There you go. Peace. So with this freedom, with these cards, comes a sense of peace when you execute and take care of what it is that you want to accomplish this year. This is about Libras finding peace, finding balance, being able to exhale. If you go around wishing and wanting and not doing anything about it, that is not creating peace. So you need to try and get to that place. That is your goal for this year. And your Wisdom of the Avalon card is the Wind Fairy. Thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. And I really don't like this card for you guys. So I'm going to pick another one. Just because I want to. And I can. I love it. The Serpent. This is about shedding old skin. I don't know. Can you see this? Can you see it? I don't know. The Serpent. This says knowledge and healing. But it's also about shedding old skin, shedding old ways, shedding old beliefs, shedding old habits. This is a brand new you. And that is where you're headed. All right, Libras, that's all I have for you. Happy 2020. Scorpios, what you got going up in your crib? Oh, Scorpios. I think a lot of Scorpios have been keeping themselves tucked away, hidden away. And I think it's time for you to come out. So let's see what 2020 is going to bring for you. Lay out some cards. See which houses, astrological houses, themes are playing a dominant role. Okay, who are your allies? And which planets will be influencing you this year? Lots of cards, lots of cards. All right, so we have the fourth house. This is coming up for a lot of people. The fourth house, this is about your home, your ancestors, your roots, your family. And the eighth house, this is sex, drugs, and rock and roll. This is death, change, birth, rebirth, transformation, taxes, other people's money. These are hidden things, taboo things, and the ruler of Scorpio. So this is Scorpio sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is talking about your home, your roots, the roots of your being. A lot of that's going to come up. It's going to play a big role. Some Scorpios will have a lot of loss this year with this eighth house, but I also see new birth, new children coming in, new pets possibly. Your allies are Sagittarius and Cancer. And I like that because this is a sister water sign of yours, and this is your next door neighbor. And those are definitely good combinations. The Sagittarius energy will give you extra power, superior confidence, enthusiasm, and will bring good fortune for you. Sagittarius will also get you out of the house, will give you some good luck. And then the Cancer energy, this is about the home because that does rule the fourth house. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving, and it may concern a family, a mother, or a child. So that's where that, and it's right next to the eighth house card. So there could be a Cancer that is, a Scorpio that is losing a mother or losing a child this year, one of you readers, followers. So I'm sorry to hear that. Your influencing planets are Vesta, which is the home again. Vesta is saying it's the goddess within, it's your sacred spiritual center, and its quiet dignity is grace. And so this is saying that Scorpios are really going to be spending a lot of time with home-based themes, family-based themes, ancestral-based themes. Definitely shelter and kind of staying within your shells, I believe. The other planet that's of influence, and everybody's getting this, it's Mars. This is saying be cautious of your ego, be cautious of your arrogance. This is also saying you need to expend any anger in a physical way. You need to get out and about. You need to move your body. This is also drive and strength and perseverance, and this is your fighting spirit. So want to use caution because Scorpios can be very vindictive sometimes. So when you put Mars with Scorpio, Mars was originally the ruler of Scorpio before Pluto became the ruler of Scorpio. So it definitely goes with the Scorpio energy. Okay, so let me get some more theme cards for you. See what is going on. So around. Okay. So the main theme, it says Virgo, I analyze. The Virgo energy is talking about health. It does say I analyze. This is over-analysis leading to paralysis. This is saying pay attention to your health. Lack of action because you're just sitting in contemplation. And this is also service to others. Your underlying situation is the moon, your soul, your emotions. This is saying pay attention to the moon phases. We have 12 new moons, 12 full moons. It gives you 24 opportunities to clear out all of those emotions that you've buried and that you're stuffing down within inside of you. What is leaving your life? It says Venus, love. Love is leaving. Something that you love dearly is leaving your life. And what is coming into your life? It is Libra card, and it's talking about balance. Having to balance out your emotions over your mind, balance out work, sleep, home life balance, balance and juggle all of these different things within your life. I think that this is going to be a transformative year for Scorpios that will definitely be very home-based, home and family-based. And I know there's probably Scorpios out there like, what the hell? I wanted the love. This may not be your year. just might not be. Okay, your animal totem for 2020, Koala Spirit. It's telling me Spirit has a plan. I think this is going to go really great with the Virgo I Analyze card, because you'll be questioning a lot of things that are happening and transforming. And I want you to know Spirit has a plan. So you just really have to go with the flow and know that wherever it is that you're winding up, it's for your highest good. Your crystal card for the year, Scorpios, is, Petalite. And this is fantastic. And I don't think you can see it because it's so pale in color, but I'll put that back. Petalite is beautiful, pale pink, sometimes iridescent to almost clear, rainbowy stone that will bring more light into your heart, bring more luck into your heart. It's definitely a really great healing stone. I think that will be wonderful for the Scorpios. Your wisdom oracle message says, truth be told. Can I get you up in there? Oh, you can't. There you go. The little owl. This is about truth, honesty, wisdom, being honest with yourself, not being delusional or being in an illusion. You know what is coming. You know what is happening. Be honest with yourself. This is also saying speak your truth, and allow other people to speak their truth as well. People are not out to hurt you. Scorpios tend to perceive that everybody is out to get them, and that is not the case. So, honesty, integrity, authenticity, you must demand that of yourself, and you must allow it in others. People don't like to communicate and tell the truth to a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, and moon, because it's like walking on eggshells sometimes, and you never know what kind of reaction you're going to get. And these just fell out of the deck. So a lot of people say nothing because they don't want to tip the scales of balance with the Scorpios in their lives. Okay, so this is interesting. You've got the High Priestess and you've got the King. So depending on who you are you a male, you're a female, or you non-gender related? So the King is a man of authority. It's sexual energy. It's definitely the Mars energy. Things pertaining to the law and justice. So you could have some legal issues coming up. You could be settling a lawsuit. The High Priestess is about our own intuition. It's discernment. It's prophecy. It's vision. It's being able to suss out what is going on by tapping into ourselves and getting quiet. These are two completely different energies, but they fell out of the deck. So I think some of you will be dealing in legal battles, settling lawsuits, creating lawsuits, being sued. Others that can ascend and get rid of the 3D reality, take that higher road. You'll be coming into a High Priestess mode. I know a lot of you think that you are already there, but you're not. There's a lot of work that has to be done from all of us this year. A lot of going within. So thank you, Scorpios, and happy 2020. Hello, Sagittarius. I wonder what you're getting into for 2020. I would think that it's going to be a little bit more quiet. These cards just fell. One card, so I'm going to use that. Okay. See what your themes are, who your allies are for 2020, your planetary influences. Okay. Like getting confused. I've got the cards all here. Okay. The houses that will be representing your 2020 is the first house, the house of the self, the house of first impressions, your self-image, what people see and think of you, the impression that you give off to people. That is going to be a huge theme for the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. The third house is about communications. It's about siblings. It's about your potential to learn something brand new, elementary, and it's about your local neighborhood. It's about staying within your own neighborhood, your own realm. Neighborhood could be a figurative phrase, so to speak. Your allies are Pisces and Cancer. So that is really interesting. Water signs. So this is going to be probably an emotional year for the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is going to be compassionate and forgiving year. This is going to be you learning the truth, realizing the truth, getting clear about the truth. This is about you resolving your own emotional issues. Cancer energy is also extremely emotional. It is about the home and the family. This is a mother and child relationship, very maternal instinct. This is about nesting and building the home and nurturing yourself and your children. Your planetary energy is Jupiter and Pluto. So this is interesting. Sagittarians are ruled by Jupiter. So this is your confidence. This is your courage. This is a lot of luck, abundance. This is about your beliefs of yourself. And then Pluto card is the ability to transform and take a big leap forward and completely reinvent yourself. So we have that first house card. We have the third house card. Pluto, Jupiter, and your allies being Cancer and Pisces. So this is the emotions. Also, the Pluto card is showing me endings, death, birth, rebirth, transformation. So this is endings, things coming to an end. This is also new beginnings coming when you take that leap of faith. Now, what's interesting, I'm going to put these back into position so that I can do the theme layout. I think for a lot of Sagittarians, this is with this emotional energy and your allies being Cancer and Pisces. This is about you getting to the core of emotions that you have stuffed down that need to come out. With Chiron this year being in Aries, starting off 2020 at 1 degree, you're at the beginner step of trying to clear a lot of emotional energy, emotional baggage about yourselves. Okay, so let's see. The top of the theme is, it's Aquarius, I know, and this is saying, don't be sure, don't be so arrogant that you know everything, you think you know everything, and that is not the case. You need to be open to saying, I may not know, or I don't know. Leo, I will. So this is more of that energy. This is a sister fire sign of yours. This could be a very good ally to the Sagittarians, but this is saying that you need to do the work. You need to say, I will do the work. I will get it done. This is also about you learning something, further education for some of the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. What is leaving your life right now? It's Jupiter, return, and benefits. So this could be a little bit of a difficult year with the benevolence of Jupiter leaving your sector. And this is also sitting on top of this Jupiter card right here. So if you know the mythology of Jupiter real quick, he comes with an equal amount of ills and blessings. And Jupiter just left his home sign of Sagittarius and is now residing in Capricorn. This is saying this could be a frugal year for you. This could be a conservative year for you. And if you don't cut back a little bit and take stock of everything that you have in your life, you could be getting a dishing out of some Jupiter ills instead of the blessings. Coming into your life, it is Chiron, the wounded healer. And this is definitely saying that you have more healing that needs to be done. And it's sitting right on top of the Pluto card and the Pisces card. Don't be delusional that you think that you don't need more healing. Every single person on this planet requires more healing every single day. And I'm telling you, with Chiron being in Aries for the next several years, this is about all of us healing ourselves and getting the clarity and the truth about ourselves and our self-image and what we think of ourselves. So, your animal totem for 2020 is the koi fish spirit, and I love that. And koi fish says there is always enough. So this is going to go back to the Jupiter cards, where I'm saying you need to be a little more conservative, a little more frugal. However, don't be such a miser, because there's always enough. There's always more that's coming. And when we act with a miserly attitude or a lack mentality, then our flow of abundance does get shut off. Your crystal card for the year is, dun, dun, dun. Oh, I love it, bronzite, and I just bought some of this. This is about healing. It's going to go perfect with the Chiron card. Look at how the colors match, and these are from two separate decks. So this is beautiful. Bronzite is a wonderful healer. It is a very protective stone. It's actually quite gorgeous. I love it. And the spirit face that is in this bronzite card kind of looks like Donald Trump. And I'm going to have to, I don't know if you could see that. I might have to post that, but it kind of looks like him. If that means anything to any of you out there, I know that sounds completely crazy. He's not my favorite person. but he's here for a reason and a purpose. All right, your Wisdom of the Avalon card is restriction. So here I'm going to go back to the frugality, the conservatism. And so there will be restrictions. There will be some obstacles along your path. I think this is why koi fish is coming up, because there could be a little bit of lack this year financially, but koi spirit wants to remind you all year long that there's always enough, and you have to believe that. You have to have faith that there's always enough. Otherwise, it's going to be quite the dark year for the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Okay, and last but not least, your Wisdom Oracle card is Yang. And I love this. Can't get that up there. Sorry, the lighting. But Yang, it's the opposite of Yin. It's masculine. It's fire. It's definitely Sagittarius energy. But this is action. This is saying you need to make things happen. It's you doing the work. You putting in the work of this Leo I will, and getting things done and making them happen. You will have to work really hard this year to make things happen. You may have to sideline your playful activities, your social life a little bit, and put your nose to the grindstone a little bit more to make sure that there is always enough. So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. Happy 2020. Hello, Capricorns. Let's see which mountain you're going to be climbing upon for 2020. I'm excited. There's so much Capricorn energy this year, especially launching in January. So you may feel a little overwhelmed with so much energy coming in, but it could be so exciting and so refreshing at the same time. It is exciting. All right, so we're going to see which houses play the most important part. Then I'm going to see who your allies are this year. Who's going to play an important role in your life in 2020? Which planets will be influencing your life the most? And then I'll go through these other cards. All right, so we have the first house, which is all about the self, self-image, the impressions that you make on the world, first impressions, and also how you truly feel about yourself. And then the ninth house, this is the first time I've seen this card. The ninth house, this is really beautiful, I think. It reminds me of Chinese New Year, which occurs in January. The ninth house is about higher education. It's about travel to foreign lands. I really love that. Broadening your horizons. The ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius. Broadening your horizons either physically, literally, or spiritually, academically, and this is possible long journeys. Definitely new journeys for the Capricorns. This is you climbing a new mountain. The people that will be influencing your life this year, Sagittarius and Aquarius. Very interesting. So fire and air. So this is exactly what you need to get yourselves going, Capricorns. You need the fire underneath of you, and you need a fresh breath of air, some fresh air breathed into your life. And I can't get that out for some reason. The Sagittarius energy, now Sagittarians are awfully fun. They're some of the funniest people I've ever met. They spend money like crazy. The energy will give you power. It will give you excellent confidence and enthusiasm. It will also boost your faith and your good fortune to have a Sagittarius around you. And be careful of authority figures. Okay. Yeah. So don't speed. Don't run any red lights or stop signs, because you will not do well. Not only tickets, but points. Now, the Aquarius energy, this is new, inventive energy, humanitarianism, social activity, social groups. This is also a newfound freedom for yourself. This is you finally breaking out of your shell, so to speak. And maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, nose to the grindstone, doing what you're supposed to do, and maybe not being able to get away as much as you want to. And this is you breaking out of that and having the freedom to do that. This is definitely a yearning for more freedom. Now, the planetary influences: the moon, which is your emotions, and Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is interesting, especially with all of the Capricorn energy we're experiencing the beginning of 2020. So the moon is your unconsciousness, sensitivities, your inner emotions, the responses that you have to yourself and other people. This is also intuition. This is hidden things. I want to point out that you have 24 opportunities this year to deal with this. And I love that Chiron is coming up, because this is saying, sometimes Capricorns can be so stoic and not show a lot of emotion. Although I do find that Capricorns are some of the funniest people besides Sagittarians that I know. But this Chiron is saying that you have some emotional stuff that you have stuffed down, and you need to let it come up and bubble up to the surface this year, especially with this first house. So these cards are flanking this. These are deep-seated wounds within yourself. If you have Chiron and Aries in your chart, you're really going to have a big focus this year on that and the next 7 or 8 years. This is also tapping into your own healing power and using things in nature, natural healing with herbs and medicinals, natural medicinals. You can also learn about that and teach others and help others, because Capricorn is an earth sign. So not only would you be healing yourself, but you'll be healing others. I think this could be a really great new venture for Capricorns to look into, something new to expand out into. Or if, with you being a Capricorn, I am sure that there are a lot of you out there that are very connected to the earth and to nature and to animals. And so you may want to revisit natural medicinals, natural healers, natural healing. Homeopathic just came to mind. Okay, so let's see what is in your life, what is the underlying situation, your blocker, what is leaving your life, and what is coming in. Okay, so we have Neptune, sacrifice. Okay. The underlying, the 5th house of creativity. That's also Leo energy. That's on top of that 9th house fire card. Venus, love. And Aries, I am. So this is interesting because the Aries I am is coming on top of the Chiron card. Now, the Neptune sacrifice in the 1st house, this is self-sacrifice. This is saying that you could be sacrificing so much of yourself for others, or for a job, or for the means of, providing, that you are not getting a lot of pleasure out of life, especially with this being on top of the 1st house card. The 5th house of creativity, I want to show you that card. So there's that Neptune card. The 5th house of creativity on top of the 9th house is only instilling more of that fire energy. This is action-based. This is Capricorns really getting out there, moving and grooving, moving your body, hiking, biking, any kind of physical activity will help stir the creative juices. It will also help to stir the sacral chakra for sexual creativity and stir up that kundalini energy. Now, what I see that is not present or has left your life is Venus, love. But what is coming in is you needing to really fall in love with yourself first before this could be introduced back into your life. This is paying attention to yourself. Aries, I am. This is more action-based fire energy, like that we have down here. There's a lot of fire energy for the Capricorns. And that 1st house card also, that's an Aries card. And that just came to me, and it's next to the Chiron card. So what I'm feeling is there's a lot of healing with the self required in order to bring in the things that you want into your life. You have to deal with the emotions. You can't be stoic. You can't be shrewd and stubborn. You have to allow it to come up. Even if it's you being in a quiet place with no one around, scream it out at the top of your lungs. Go have a good cry. I've got to tell you, I cried almost every single day of 2019. I did. And I went through my Chiron return already. And now it's all coming up because I repressed it. Don't let that happen to you. This will definitely be a very fire-based year, full of emotions, and so that you can open up to love, for sure. All right, let's see what your animal totem card is. And I love this, and I just wrote a blog about this. It's the peacock. You have to let it shine. Definitely. You need to get out there and start peacocking. Go ahead and read my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com to give you more information about the peacock, but it's about spreading those tail feathers, puffing up your chest, peacocking, putting on, doing it all up, from head to toe, and getting out there and letting yourself be seen. This is about self-confidence. This is about self-love, beauty. I love that card for this reading for the Capricorns. Couldn't have asked for a better animal totem for this year. Now let's see what your crystal card is going to be. Okay. And it is labradorite. And I don't think you can get a good idea of this, but labradorite is absolute magic. It's iridescent. It's protective. It provides psychic protection. It provides energetic protection. And I think that would be perfect for the Capricorns. This is so magical. Also, when you're carrying a labradorite, your intuition will be heightened. You will have vivid dreams. You will be able to channel. You may even have clairaudient capabilities, definitely claircognizant, clear knowing, all of the clairs. So get yourself some labradorite because that will be beneficial for you. Any kind of crystal really for a Capricorn or any earth-based sign is wonderful because they come from the earth. And then my guides are saying, but Larimar comes from the sea. So that would be great for water signs. Okay. Your Wisdom of the Avalon card is, and I love it, it's horse spirit, and this is about freedom. And I think that definitely came up with the Aquarius card down here. And the horse spirit is saying, let's see, I mean, I automatically think of freedom. This is also about you delegating authority, not taking on too much. See the self-sacrifice card? Because you're taking on too much, delegate the authority out so that you can have more freedom in your life. And then finally, last but not least, your Wisdom Oracle card for 2020. Oh, time for a nap. But it's definitely like that fire energy. The color goes so well. Now, it could be time for a nap for the first few weeks of 2020, but this is saying to me, make sure that you get enough rest. There we go with the delegation again. Delegating out some of your duties, maybe hiring some help to take care of your duties or asking for help. I know Capricorns are really bad about asking for help. You need to rest a little bit more. You need a breather, you need a timeout, and I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you have a fabulous 2020, Capricorns. Hello, Aquarius. What will you be bearing this year? Fruit, I hope. All right, so I'm going to lay out some cards, the houses that will influence you, the people that will influence you. Oh, you know what? I didn't even shuffle those. Sorry. Aquariuses are like, come on, whatever. Get it over with. Okay. The planets that will influence you. And then we'll read the rest. Okay, so we have the second house, and that's the first time that came up. This is about money. This is about material wealth, your possessions. This is about real estate. And the sixth house. And this is the first time that this came up for out of all these readings. And this is about your health and health issues. This is about getting into an exercise regimen and program. You definitely need to switch things up. Eat better. Take better care of your health. The second house. So definitely seeing money, your assets, your finances. This is what is going to rule 2020 for you. The things that add value to your life. That's what you'll be bringing in. This is what you'll be focusing on. The sixth house energy is definitely work-related, services, but it's your health. It's the details in your life. Taking care of the duty, the details and the duty to yourself. your inner life. So I don't know if you could see it, but that girl is doing yoga, and then the other one is working out in the garden, making a difference. And then there's definitely money coming in. These are the things that you value. Now, the people that will be influencing you are Taurus. This is more real estate and earth-based energy, and Geminis. So Tauruses and Geminis are going to play a huge part in the Aquarians' lives. Now, this is also the energy that around you that will bring abundance, get you out into nature more. This is rich, earthy, productive energy. This is also saying you need to slow down a little bit, come down, ground. Now, the Gemini energy is the energy of communications. It's mischievous. It's more active. It's lively. It's a breath of fresh air. It is a sister air sign for the Aquarius. It's witty. It's informative. So you want to pay attention to the Geminis. It's also stimulating conversations. So I know a lot of Aquarians have difficulties with their sister Gemini sign. Now, the planets that will be influencing you are the moon. This is your emotions. And Chiron, the wounded healer. So I know a lot of Aquarians don't deal with their emotions. This is Aquarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Especially the moon, Aquarian moons don't deal with their emotions. They detach from it, thinking that everything is okay, telling themselves that everything is okay, and then they wind up causing themselves dis-ease within their body because they're not dealing with their emotions. This card is saying to me, the moon card and also this Chiron card is saying, you have 24 opportunities this year to heal yourself and deal with your emotions. 12 new moons, 12 full moons. This Chiron is also saying to take care of your emotions, heal those emotions, but this is also the natural healer, and I think it's going great with this Taurus card. This is talking about natural medicinals, vitamins, but natural vitamins. This is herbs and natural medicinals, homeopathic remedies, and to improve your health and your well-being. Your health and your well-being, both physically and emotionally and mentally, are going to play a huge role this year for the Aquarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. And if you don't take care of these things, you are going to wind up not in a great place by the end of the year. And I think a lot of my readings that I had for the last half of 2019 involved Aquarians and their health issues. Okay, so, we had a card fly out. We're going to put that right into the center. And it's Chiron. It's healing. I can't even make this up. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Okay, so at the top, you have Capricorn, I use. And interesting, the card number is 22, and on January 12th, there will be a grand conjunction at 22 degrees in Capricorn. There will be Pluto, Saturn, Ceres, and Mercury. So that's going to be a huge day for you Aquarians, January 12th. Things are going to shift. The Capricorn I use energy is saying you could be getting a promotion of some sort. Some of you could be losing jobs with that Pluto and Saturn energy. You could be being laid off or getting fired for some reason, or it could be the total opposite. You really got to get to work. You're going to have to work a lot harder, but then you're going to be neglecting your health if you do that. The underlying situation, Pluto transformation, endings, death, new beginnings, rebirth, birth. A lot of changes coming for the Aquarians this year. I kind of don't like that because my child is an Aquarian. I don't want to be the one that's dying, but hopefully it's just outworn things. And you know what? It is on top of that 6th house card, meaning it's so important to take care of your health. Definitely, Aquarians, please, please, please heed the message. It's been coming up over and over and over again every single month. Now, what's leaving your life? 3rd house messages. I love this card because it's symbolized by the Eye of Horus and hieroglyphics. So what this is saying to me is your outworn thoughts, the way that you see things is going to completely transform and change. It's almost like an awakening is coming for you. And what is coming into your life, I like this. It's the Sun card or the Spirit card. So this is definitely telling me that you will be connecting more body, mind, and spirit. The sun will be shining upon you. It will be about Aquarius first. You have to put yourself first and foremost. And I know a lot of Aquarians haven't been doing that. Okay, let's see what your animal totem card is. Well, hello. Hi. Hi. Bailey's popping in to say hello. Yeah, you little cutie. Cutie patootie, wondering what I'm doing? We're pulling animal totem cards. My gosh, we're 2 hours into the video. I know, it's been a long time. All right, so your animal totem card, Aquarius, for 2020, and I love it. I love it. It's the bee spirit. This is about coming back to who you are. This is the sweet results await you. So you have to put in the work. This is about stopping and smelling the flowers. I love this little girl. I gotta stop and pet her for a second. I love the bee spirit. And I told you, my daughter is an Aquarian. I call her my bee, and I have a bee tattoo that I got for her. So I love that this came up. The crystal card for Aquarius. But bee spirit says you can accomplish the impossible. And busy bee, you're going to be staying busy this year, Aquarius. You're going to be very busy, but I want you to take care of you, number one, first and foremost. Oh, and I love this watermelon tourmaline. So watermelon tourmaline, this is about mind, body, and spirit coming together. This is deep heart healing. This is deep emotional healing on a very sacred level. And I think that would be a fantastic stone for you to have. It's a loving energy. So the green, the white is about spiritual healing. The green is about heart chakra healing. And the pink is also about heart chakra healing to me. Oh, and we have more cards fall out of the deck. 3, as a matter of fact. And this is only the second time this happened. Your wisdom of the Avalon is the serpent. This is about shedding your skin, shedding that old skin off of you. This is also about healing, for sure. And this is about knowledge. This is about getting smart about what you have to do to make sure that you are of optimal health. Aquarians, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Don't kid yourself. Just because this message keeps coming up, I'm going to have to get my daughter to watch this. Now, the other cards are the Queen and the Lady of the Lake. And the Queen is about female fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. So, with that message, take what resonates with you, discard the rest. There will be some Aquarians that an important woman is coming into your life. Some Aquarians that will be highly fertile. Some Aquarians stepping into their feminine power and their sexuality, and this is great friendships forming for the Aquarians. Now, the Lady of the Lake, she talks about absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. And I love that simply because I'm going to go right to the self-respect aspect of this and taking care of yourself. I don't know, but I think some Aquarians really need to get a full checkup. You need to, if you think you're going to the gym and you're taking care of yourself and you think you're eating well or whatever, there's some aspect of something that needs to be changed up. That's what I'm picking up psychically for Aquarians. Either you need to start a new health regimen or you need to revamp what you have. This is all about self-respect for the body for the Aquarians. Shedding that old skin, shedding what no longer is working for you, and healing from the inside out. All right, Aquarians, happy 2020. Last but not least, Pisces. What stream are you going to be swimming down or up, Pisces? Pisces, I think this could be, the first half of the year could be a little difficult simply because there's so much earth-based energy going on that it will feel extremely heavy and mucky. You want to look towards the North Node in Cancer, which is a sister water sign of yours, and that could help you lighten up a little bit. But take this time to rest and rejuvenate, Pisces. I think it will be really good for your soul. We're going to see who your allies are for this year. Okay, pull these down. Your planetary influences, which houses will influence you, your themes. Okay. All right, Pisces. Then we'll get into these other cards. All right, so you have the 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius. This is about social activities, social gatherings, giving of yourself to the community. And the 7th house, which is partnerships in business, family, marriage, love. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the 11th house, this is also where your wishes get granted. Your friends come together. This is social gatherings, social occasions. So a lot of 2020 will be very festive for you. The 7th house is definitely partnering up. Marriages for a lot of you Pisces, engagements. This is the area of your life about long-term significant partners, whether it be romantic, business, or family. So it's not going to be all gushy-gushy because it really depends on what is transiting your 7th house, but there will be a huge focus on both of these things. Your allies this year are Taurus and Scorpio, a sister water sign or a brother water sign. The Taurus energy is definitely that earthy, material, very nature-based energy. This is saying you need to relax and slow down a little bit. I think a lot of Pisces are too frenetic, frantic, burning themselves out. You really need to take this whole entire year and revamp how it is that you're expending your energy. The Scorpio energy, its intenseness, very magnetic and charming, seductive, possessive. So I could see this person also be, I want to caution the Pisces about possessiveness and jealousy and all of that, icky, stinging energy. But these are two allies that are going to play significant roles in your life. And I love that it's lined up in the 7th house. So, these are some pairing ups that we could be seeing this coming year for the Pisces sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Your planetary energies, Venus, which is all about the love, and Mars. So these are total opposites. A lot of us have gotten this Mars card. This is about our ego, arrogance, anger, fighting. This is also saying that you need to get up and exercise. You need to be a driving force to yourself, so to speak. This is burning any anger energy physically. So, if you're angry, go for a walk, get on the treadmill, go lift some weights, burn off that energy doing physical activity. And excuse me, then Venus, and I love this card, she's so pretty. This is the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuable things that are worth something, things that you value. This is you wanting that engagement ring, maybe, but wanting beautiful, beautiful things, wanting success. Obviously, I think we all want that. We all want the beautiful things in our lives. All right, so let's see what your themes are on top of these. All right, so heading everything up, it's the moon. It's about your soul. It's about your emotions. This is about getting your emotions under control. This is also talking about clearing out any emotional baggage that you may have, any emotional wounds that you may have stuffed down. And this is a great time for me to remind you that we get 24 chances to do that with 12 new moons and 12 full moons. So you want to pay attention to the moon phases this year so that you can work on your emotions. The underlying issue is you're out of balance. You're very off balance, and Pisces is a dual sign. It's a dualistic sign of the two fishes swimming in opposite directions. This is about you having to bring those two fish back into balance. You must. And that's part of what getting in touch with your emotions is about. Now, what's leaving, what has left, or, what is absent from your life, it's Aries, I am energy. And this is you not taking care of you because you're busy, too busy taking care of everybody else, allowing everybody else to just cross your boundaries, and you're always doing. You're avoiding conflict by just doing for everybody else, but you're not taking care of yourself. So this is on top of the Taurus Venus card saying, get out into nature, get grounded, start loving yourself more. What is coming into your life is major transformation. It is the Scorpio card, and it's on top of the Scorpio and Mars card. Mars used to rule Scorpio before Pluto was discovered, and then Pluto now rules Scorpio. But this is change, endings, transformation, birth, rebirth, new beginnings. So, but things have to die and change and end in order for you to come rising out of the fire like a phoenix. So this could be the first, 6 months of the year, 4 to 6 months could be really rough for Pisces. By the end of the year, you won't even recognize who you are, but you have to put yourself first. There's a lot of fire energy here. Your animal totem for 2020. I'm so curious to see how this all turns out for my viewers and my followers and my friends and family, to see how accurate this is. Your animal totem for 2020 is, oh, this is really cool. It's whale spirit, and whale spirit says trust in the great mystery. And this is really amazing. Whales are one of the most elusive mammals on the planet because we don't get to spend a whole lot of time with them, and they're off in the depths of the ocean, kind of like the Pisces. But this is saying you have no idea how this year is going to end. It's going to be completely transformational, and it's not going to end the way it starts. I'll tell you that. Big changes are coming for the Pisces. Your crystal for the year is aquamarine, which is perfect for the Pisces. Oh my gosh, this is your birthstone, I believe. Yeah, it is. Aquamarine, it's perfect. It's a perfect pairing. This is also talking about the emotions and bringing balance into your emotions. Pisces, if you don't own an aquamarine, you can get them fairly inexpensively. You can get some nice pieces. You need to own an aquamarine. It is the Pisces, at least the March Pisces birthstone, and I think it's perfect. Perfect pairing. I think you are the only sign that actually got your true birthstone as your crystal for the year, and I think that's perfect. Your wisdom oracle card. Now this is definitely a Scorpio type of energy, and it's orphaned. I feel deep sadness when I see this card. This is saying that you are going to feel as though you've been abandoned, that you've been rejected, that you have been left alone, some of you. Now this isn't for all of you, but there's going to be a great deal of Pisces out there that will be experiencing this. Either it could be not so much that it actually happens, but that you feel this way, that you feel so alone. Loss and death could also make you feel as though you are orphaned, so to speak. And I know what that's like because, you know, when you lose people in your family, especially your parents, you feel like an orphan. Even though you may be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you know, you still feel that energy. All right, and your wisdom of the Avalon, your final card is the Merlin, and it's so perfect. Merlin is the magician. Merlin is the alchemist. This is saying you can, with your thoughts, your positive thoughts, your positive actions, you can turn lead into gold. You can make anything happen. The Merlin is talking about also balance, perfect combinations of bringing things together and balancing out your emotions and making big, huge changes in the world when you balance out your energies and your emotions, your body, mind, and spirit. So that is all that I have for you, Pisces. Happy 2020. And that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you watched the entire video, I truly appreciate it. I do. Happy 2020. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you. If you like this video, if you like my other videos, please subscribe. You can subscribe here. You can watch these other videos. And thank you for 7 great years on YouTube. More to come. Ciao.